The animal football kick. Once upon a time, in the peaceful kingdom of Umachukwu, there was a time when both humans and animals lived in perfect harmony. It was a land blessed with tranquility, where no evil existed, and even the wild creatures roamed freely without fear or conflict. One sunny afternoon, a group of young children gathered at the village playground near the Amaku Palm Grove. It was a popular spot where the village children often went to play football. The sound of their laughter and excitement filled the air as they kicked the ball back and forth, their bare feet pounding the earth beneath them. Hours passed, and as the sun began to set, the children grew tired from the game. Exhausted and hungry, they decided to head home, leaving their worn-out football in the middle of the field, certain they would return to it the next day. But what happened next was something no one could have predicted. As the village grew quiet and the evening crept in, two stray dogs, wandering through the village, stumbled upon the football. Curious, they sniffed at it, nudging it with their noses. Before long, the dogs started chasing the ball, kicking it with their paws, and playing with it in the same way they had watched the children do earlier. Soon, other animals from the nearby forest were drawn to the playground by the commotion. A clever monkey swung down from a tree, eager to join in. Birds circled overhead, and even a few goats trotted in from the fields, intrigued by the strange sight. Before anyone knew it, the animals had formed their own teams, and just like the children before them, they began to play football. The animals played with surprising skill and coordination, passing the ball between themselves and scoring goals. The dogs led one team, while the monkey and a group of antelopes took charge of the other. There was no growling or fighting, only excitement and joy, as if the animals had forgotten their natural instincts and were united by the simple pleasure of the game. As humans began to pass by the playground on their way home from the fields, they were astonished to see what was happening. At first, they could hardly believe their eyes. Animals, usually so different, were playing football together like a group of children. Word quickly spread through the village, and soon a crowd of humans gathered to watch this remarkable event. The scene was magical. Humans and animals, standing side by side, watching in awe as the game unfolded. It was as if the kingdom of Umachukwu itself had come alive to celebrate the bond between creatures of all kinds. But just as the game was nearing its end, something even more incredible happened. Out of the nearby forest, the great lion, the king of the animals, appeared. His golden mane glistened in the fading sunlight as he strode onto the field. The other animals immediately stopped playing, standing still in reverence of their king. The lion approached the ball and gently rolled it with his massive paw. Then, King Amadi turned to the crowd of animals and humans and spoke in a deep, wise voice. "This is how it should always be," he said. "Harmony and peace between all living things. But remember, just as this game has brought joy, it can end if we forget what unites us. Let this moment remind us of the beauty in our differences and the strength we find in working together." With those words, the game ended, but the message of peace and unity echoed in the hearts of everyone present. The animals returned to the forest, and the humans went back to their homes, forever changed by what they had witnessed. And so, the story of the animals playing football became a legend in Umachukwu, told for generations as a reminder that peace is possible when we respect and accept one another. Moral of the story: true harmony comes from celebrating our differences and working together for the common good. Just as the animals played as one, we too can live in peace when we focus on what unites us rather than what divides us.